Hey everyone, welcome back to the deep dive. So today we're going deep on the creator economy.
Right.
All these trends, all this research that's come out recently,
Yeah,
and the mission here is really just to like fully get it,
totally.
understand what's happening, how big is this thing gonna get, and all
I think
that.
it's going to be huge.
Yeah,
It's only getting bigger.
exactly.
So yeah, like you're coming here for the spark notes
Yes,
on what's going on in this whole world, the
exactly.
creator economy.
So I mean, one of the things that I've been seeing in all this research is just these gigantic numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
Like by 2034, it's supposed to be almost $1.5 trillion
Yeah.
with a KGR compound annual growth rate from 2025 of over 26%.
It's crazy.
It's wild. And even like, I mean, closer, by 2030, we're looking at over 500 billion,
Yeah.
which is almost double what
Yeah.
it was this year.
Right. And that's just like 5 years from now. That's wild to think about, like how much it's growing.
And it's interesting. I mean, you see these projections from different sources.
Boy.
And while the numbers themselves may differ slightly,
Yeah.
like the overall trend is just up, up, up.
Right.
And so, you have influencer marketing,
Right. Which is a piece of it.
which is like a piece of this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's supposed to hit like what, 22.2 billion?
Yeah. Around there in 2025, which is,
Right.
big, but
It's
the
pretty.
creator economy is way bigger.
Yeah, it's way bigger than that.
Absolutely.
Geographically, North America's just crushing it.
It's a big market for sure.
It is. It's like over 35% of the market in 2024.
Oh, wow.
The US was over 50 billion.
Yeah.
And 82% of global influencer advertising this year came from the US.
Wow. So the U.S. is really driving this.
It really is. And then in terms of like, the platforms,
Yeah, yeah.
video streaming was the big one, took the lead in 2024 with almost 39% market share.
Unsurprising, right? Video is so engaging.
It is.
It's easy to consume. It's fun.
Totally, totally. And what was really interesting is that when you look at like the creative services,
Yeah.
arts and crafts was huge.
That was interesting to me, too.
Like it was like the main category.
I think it speaks to people's desire for like
Yeah.
unique stuff, handmade stuff.
Like not just the mass-produced
Exactly.
stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
that personal touch.
And advertising was like the big revenue driver
Right.
in 2024.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is that
Yeah.
most creators, almost 65% were amateur.
Yeah.
Which is,
That's a lot.
it's wild.
It's a really big base of like just people creating.
Because so many platforms are popping up trying to get in on this.
No, it's like every day there's a new one.
I know, right?
Yep.
So we've got like Threads, which is the text-based one from Instagram.
Yeah.
And then there's like Stop Your World in Goala, which are those location-based ones. And then there's even No Place, which is kind of like a Twitter MySpace mashup, like targeting Gen Z.
That's an interesting mix.
It is. And, Kick is coming up as like a big competitor in live streaming.
Yeah, they're growing really fast.
Yeah, like insane growth.
I think they're projected to hit like 50 million users by next year.
Wow, that's incredible.
So, I mean, it just shows you like how much opportunity there is in this space,
Yeah.
right? Like there's all these different platforms,
Yeah,
all these different ways to create content, to connect with an audience.
totally.
And what's really cool too is like all the AI tools
Oh, yeah.
that are coming out.
It's revolutionizing everything.
It is.
I mean, you've got, Jasper.ai, Copy.ai, which are helping people write.
Right. So like, even if you're not like a brilliant writer,
Yeah.
AI can help you out.
Totally.
Yeah.
Canva AI for image generation.
Yeah.
Descript for video editing.
Makes things so much easier and faster. And, even beyond the creation, there's all these tools for managing social media,
Oh.
like Buffer and Hootsuite. Those are classics, right?
Right. And they've been around for a while, but they keep getting better.
Totally. They're adding more features all the time.
Yeah.
And there's even like AI-powered tools specifically for like generating captions,
It's amazing.
which is wild. Like, you don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
And then for creators who are like collaborating,
Right.
there's Mosaic, which helps with like splitting the revenue.
Yeah.
And Linktree is still a big one for like just having all your links in one place.
Yeah. That's a must-have.
Right. And so, all these tools are really,
They're changing the game.
yeah, they're making it easier for creators to be successful.
Totally. So, I mean, this is all great.
Right.
But how are creators making money?
That's the big question, right?
Yeah, beyond the usual, like, ads and sponsorships,
Right. Yeah.
what are they doing?
So this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
It's becoming so much more diverse.
Okay.
So creators are selling digital products like ebooks, templates, things like that.
Yeah.
They're doing print-on-demand merchandise,
Oh, cool.
which is a really, really cool model
Yeah.
because you don't have to, like, hold inventory.
Yeah.
You just create the design,
Yeah.
and then when someone orders it, it gets printed and shipped to them.
That's amazing.
They're creating exclusive membership tiers
Interesting.
for, like, super fans.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're using platform monetization features like, some platforms have, like built-in ways to make money.
Yeah.
They're leveraging user-generated content.
Oh, okay.
So, like, encouraging their audience
Yeah.
to create content that they can then use.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're selling courses and workshops.
Oh, yeah.
They're sharing their expertise.
Yeah.
They're doing affiliate marketing.
Right.
So recommending products and getting a commission.
Yeah.
They're exploring live shopping, which is huge.
Yeah, that's really taken off.
And even venturing into Web3 and NFTs.
Wow. So there's like a million ways to make money.
Pretty much, yeah.
So what should creators be focusing on if they want to,
Yeah.
be successful in this?
So I think authenticity is key.
Yeah.
Like really being yourself,
Yeah.
not trying to be someone you're not.
Yeah.
And also like finding your niche, like what are you really good at?
Yeah.
What are you passionate about?
Yeah.
And then building those connections with an audience that values that.
Right.
Like they're not just there for the flashy stuff.
Yeah.
They're there because they actually value your expertise.
Your knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also understanding that like the trend is moving towards direct to audience monetization.
Okay.
So like not relying so much on like brand deals and sponsorships,
Right.
but actually like selling directly to your audience.
Got it. So how are we as consumers engaging with all this content?
Right.
It seems like short form video is still king, right?
Yeah, it's still like the go-to for quick information.
Yeah.
Like if you want to learn something quickly,
Yeah.
you watch a short video.
Yeah, exactly.
And it gets way more engagement
Yeah.
than long-form content.
But it seems like long form content is making a comeback too.
Yeah.
Like video podcasts, documentaries,
Totally.
episodic storytelling, interactive live streams.
And I think part of that is like people are craving more depth.
Oh, okay.
Like they want to go deeper
Yeah.
than just like a 60-second TikTok.
Right, right.
And there's also this trend towards more authentic content,
Okay. Yeah.
like what they call the grandpa edit style.
the grandpa edit?
Yeah, it's like less polished,
Okay.
more real, like
Yeah.
you could see the flaws,
Yeah.
but it feels more genuine.
It's more relatable.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
So how are brands, dealing with all of this?
So brands are adapting.
Okay.
That they're forming like more strategic partnerships with creators.
Okay.
Sometimes they're even offering equity
Wow.
or like creative director roles.
Interesting.
So like really integrating creators into their businesses.
Wow.
They're focusing more on micro and nano influencers
Okay.
who tend to have higher engagement rates.
Right.
They're diversifying their objectives.
Okay.
So like it's not just about like getting sales. It's also about like brand awareness,
Yeah.
building community,
Yeah.
things like that.
So it's a more holistic approach.
Totally.
Yeah.
They're embracing trends in entertainment.
Okay.
So like, they're not afraid to like jump on a TikTok trend or
Yeah.
do something fun and quirky.
Okay.
They're prioritizing authenticity and community building.
Yeah.
So like partnering with creators who have a genuine connection with their audience.
Yeah.
And they're really focusing on measuring ROI. So like making sure that these collaborations are actually effective.
Makes sense.
And sustainability and social responsibility are also becoming more important.
Yeah.
So like making sure that the creators they partner with
Yeah.
align with their values.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've seen some great examples of this, like Daniel Wellington and Glossier using micro-influencers effectively.
Right.
Dunkin' had that huge success with Charlie D'Amelio on TikTok.
That was a huge campaign.
I saw us with their user-generated content campaigns.
Yeah, that's a great example of how to like get your audience involved.
And
Oh, and Walmart's doing some really cool stuff with live shopping,
oh yeah.
like integrating sales directly into content.
So to wrap things up,
Yeah.
how are AI and Web3
Right.
going to impact the creator economy?
So AI is going to be huge.
Okay.
It's already being used for content creation.
Right.
but it's going to get even more sophisticated.
Okay.
Like, it's going to be able to help creators
Yeah.
personalize their content,
Yeah.
optimize their campaigns,
Okay.
and just generally, like, be more efficient.
Yeah.
And Web3 is really interesting
Mhm.
because it has the potential
Yeah.
to give creators more control
Okay.
over their monetization.
So like cutting out the middleman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, they can sell directly to their audience
Okay.
without having to go through a platform.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So it seems like the relationship between creators, audiences, and brands is changing.
it is.
It's becoming more about creator independence. It's about trust and authenticity
Yeah.
over just follower count.
Yeah, like, it's not just about how many followers you have.
Right.
It's about, like, the quality of those followers,
Right.
how engaged they are.
Yeah. It's fascinating to see how this is all evolving.
It is.
You know, it really gives us a glimpse into the future of digital content and marketing.
Cool.
And I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the creator economy
Me too.
and learned something new.
For sure.
And maybe, you know, if you're thinking about becoming a creator,
Yeah.
this is giving you some ideas.
Hopefully.
Or if you're just interested in this space,
Yeah.
you've gotten a better understanding
Well,
of what's going on.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you next time
See you later.
on The Deep Dive.
Wow.